90.5 WASU. It is 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. I'm Howie C. here with Joshua Kornmeyer, Krista Kokelberg, and for the first time, we have Sydney Loudermilk in the studio. She'll be taking over this morning. On Friday, we made it once again. After a long day yesterday in a fun game for Appalachian State, getting the win, it was just been a really, really crazy week all the way through.
Yes.
I'm tired. I'm just feeling the exhausted. I'm just like, oh, I'm here, guys. I'm just a body.
I'm existing.
Like I said at the beginning of the semester, and I'm feeling it now more than ever, this year, senior year, feels like finals week every single week. I mean, I seriously have not left work until it's done, and it's not done till 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night.
But we have fun together, just hanging out here in the dark station.
Fun. Well.
Maybe one of these nights I'll join y'all. Okay. Maybe one.
I have fun.
I mean, I have to say, it's my second year, and I feel like I'm going insane with the amount of work. And so, thinking that it's only my second year, I'm a little worried about the next 2 years.
Oh, don't worry. It keeps piling on.
Oh, great. I'm so excited.
But, you know, one great escape from this horrible reality we call school is social media. And it's a big part of our lives as we are ranging, 21 to 22, 19. Josh, how old are you? 20?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay, cool.
Keep it under the covers. Don't tell.
But I recently read somewhere that Snapchat is going to redesign their app. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but essentially people, I guess older people are now joining Snapchat and they don't really understand how it works. And they say that it's not an easy app to maneuver through.
Right.
Like anybody, when they go on social media for the first time, of course you have to learn it. And, you know, you can't just I guess people our age or younger probably could just open any app and know how to use it. But they're saying that they're going to try to redesign it so it's easier, and then they can broaden their horizons of the audience and users from that. But I honestly think if Snapchat redesigns, I'm not going to use them.
Do you think they're trying to do or avoid Vine in the way that Vine just died?
Probably.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Because Vine was hot for like a summer. I think it was 2016, 2015 summer, and it was hot.
Yeah.
Red hot. Everybody's posting on Vine. And all of a sudden, boop, it's gone.
Yeah.
Twitter bought it, and it was gone.
Twitter said, no, thank you.
See, now, Snapchat, I do say it is one of the harder social medias to learn. I Snapchat more than I use Twitter and Instagram now, but I still don't really know how Snapchat works most of the time. Like, it's weird because I keep forgetting you can have news articles on Snapchat to read. I don't read those.
Quote unquote news. It's really these
quote-unquote
companies that publish whatever type of thing they want. It's not really news, you know?
Yeah.
It's how our generation is trying to get news, which is via social media.
Right. I don't enjoy that. And also you can kind of see where people are on Snapchat now. I struggle trying to find how to do that. I always forget, and it's like,
Yeah, if you go to somewhere in your locations, you can see where your Snap friends are. You can send cash via the app. It's called Snap Cash.
I'm sorry, what?
type in an amount to somebody in your chat with them, and it'll send them the money if you hook up your bank account to it.
Your bank account up.
Very dangerous. Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. That is I don't need my money going out there like that. There's too many ways to send money now, and I'm not about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not okay with that
No
either.
way. How long has that been a thing?
Honestly, I think since maybe summer.
It's been around for a minute.
Maybe before summer, honestly.
You didn't know about that? It was a huge deal.
Heck no.
I don't even use Snapchat.
I'm in favor of them making it easier because every single time I'm on a new social media platform, I bother everyone trying to figure out how to do it. Kristen, how do I take the picture? Howie, how do I share
It just like helps.
But the thing, I don't know, I think they lost a lot of money, and they actually haven't hit their numbers that they had estimated for this year. And so their investors are losing money. People aren't investing in the company anymore because they spend so much money trying to create these softwares like Snap Cash, this location thing. And honestly, out of all my apps that crash the most, Snapchat crashes by far the most out of all of them. That's the one that never works. And they did those Snapchat glasses for like one summer, lost a ton of money with that. I don't know what they were thinking.
It was $400 million, I'm pretty sure they lost because nobody bought those glasses.
Of course not.
Worthy investment.
Yeah.
Do you know about you seem to not.
No, I don't know what that is.
So the glasses were called I think they were called like Snap glasses or something, and you could post directly, it had a camera in it, and you could post directly from like you could just click a button on the glasses and it would post directly to your story.
Do you know that sounds like like they were trying to do what Google Glass did,
Yeah.
But in a
Nobody
really bad
wants
way.
that.
Yeah.
Who
in a
was gonna
really
pay
bad
money
way.
for
Like, who
that?
would pay money to Snapchat from your glasses? That doesn't make sense when I could just take my phone out.
If phones are almost more on our hip than our glasses are, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
and that just
Yeah.
looks weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they were ugly too.
Yeah,
I mean, they were bright
so
yellow,
ugly.
and they
Oh,
had
I
the
would've bought
ghost
it.
on them. Oh my gosh.
And Snapchat's on decline, and Instagram, I feel like they just keep going.
You think Instagram is
They
more
like
powerful?
They just stay constant. They don't drop or go up. They just stay constant.
But Facebook is the most constant.
Yeah.
It has stayed the most constant social media out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah. I know, it's surprising, right? Because I feel like our generation doesn't touch it, but I mean, part of our generation I feel like does, but every generation uses it. So adults
Yeah.
know how to use it now, which widens their entire audience, making it more stable than the other ones.
Right.
Except for kids under our age. I
true.
I used to work at summer camp with a lot of other high schoolers and teenagers and stuff like that when I went home for college breaks. None of them have Facebook. They look at Facebook and they're like, oh, that's for old people. They seriously think that it is a worthless social media platform.
Ew, it's the MySpace for them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
miss MySpace though, not gonna lie.
I felt so old. They were like, you have a Facebook? And I was like, huh, what? No.
Like, these kids don't know anything about MySpace. Man. They don't know anything about it.
To be fair, I only just got a Facebook last year, and I
crazy.
don't know how to use it. Like I told you guys, I need help learning how to use it. I do two things: I watch cooking videos, and that's it. Actually, not even
Same
two
now.
things. Not even two things. One thing I
Tasty.
watch. Yes, I watch cooking videos, and that's it because I don't know how to work anything else.
Well, at least
Okay.
you're learning something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had Facebook since I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I was eager. I needed Facebook. I
Quote,
just need
unquote.
social interaction.
Just help me. Be my friend.
Yeah, exactly. I just need
See,
friends.
send me a poke. I'll be that
Wait,
guy that
wait,
poke everybody.
wait.
That's me.
Wait, what's a poke?
Oh, the pokes.
Oh,
no.
Gosh, no.
Somebody recently poked me, and I just thought, what are you doing?
It's so uncomfortable. Like, don't. It's like this weird, like, virtual touch. Like, don't virtually touch me.
Do you know what a poke is, Josh?
No.
Oh.
It's this application on Facebook, and you could just go to your profile, and I could technically poke you, press the poke button, and it's just like a hello. That's all it is. It's really dumb.
But some people use it for flirting, and it's just.
Ew.
I know. But I've gotten them, and
Get a
it's
life.
very uncomfortable.
Don't use pokes to flirt relationship segment coming up around
Gosh,
8:45.
That's how we do it, man. That's what we do.
Where is that button?
You gotta poke them.
I do think that, back to Snapchat, what they're doing in redesigning. I mean, I understand why they're doing it in a way, because if they are losing money and they're trying to broaden their audience, it's almost trying to fit, Facebook, how they fit like such a large audience. I can see how they are trying to do that, and maybe it'll work. And I respect them for taking the risk of saying, hey, we might lose in the short run, but in the long run, this is expected to actually be very helpful. Because they talked about knowing that it'll decline very vastly once they do change it, but after a while they expect it to pick back up.
Right.
And I don't know business, but that's a risky business strategy that I kind of respect for the boldness that it takes.
I don't think I'll use Snapchat if they redesign it. Honestly, I think I'll be off the platform.
No, you'll use it.
No, I
I
probably
know you
still.
will.
I have to see what it
I'll
looks
probably
like,
still
yeah.
have it, but I don't post to my story as often on Snapchat as I do on Instagram.
See, you're a traitor. When Instagram came out with the stories, I'm like, what, man? Everyone started going there. I'm like, traitors.
We've talked
Be
about
loyal.
this. Listen, the Instagram stories are much better quality, better modern looks to them. I like the filters more.
Well, one, I wouldn't know because I still don't know how to use them.
Fun fact about Instagram, though. Did you know that Time Magazine just came out with an article saying Instagram is the worst social media for mental health?
What? Why?
Yeah.
For
That is my
KK, that
favorite
makes sense.
social media.
Oh,
What are you
stop.
talking about?
does make
No.
sense.
Yeah, no, it's saying because the fact that there's so much editing included with it, it naturally makes girls and women feel as their bodies aren't good enough.
Oh,
through
please.
the filters.
No. What? No. Listen, you can be confident in your body and how you look and still love Instagram and not have it affect your mental health. Listen, I use filters on a separate app. I don't even use Instagram filters.
Visco!
I actually use another one too.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah,
I
no,
love Visco.
I'll edit my pictures on a separate application, then post them to Instagram. And my confidence has not shrank. I don't think it's affecting my mental health. Is it just because we can filter ourselves? Because if so, you can filter filter yourself on any platform nowadays. Like, it is not just Instagram, and I don't think that it's fair for them to make such a broad statement saying that it impacts your mental health.
Well, so I kind of see what they're saying, though, because, okay, knowing myself, I do get that way all the time of thinking that I'm not, okay, Instagram, the way it's set up is to make everybody look really good. That's the nature of it, is every picture has to have aesthetic.
Yes.
Exactly, right? And it's always very adventurous. And you don't post when you're, like, laying in bed. Like, that is not your post. That's your story, but that's not your post. And so when it comes to posts, it makes people feel really, not only that they're having FOMO, fear of missing out, but it tends to increase depression and anxiety because you're always missing out. You're not there. You don't look as good. It's always improving yourself. It's never good enough. And so they did the science on it, and they don't just talk about Instagram. They talk about Facebook and Snapchat and all of that too. But Instagram was the worst, and they've surveyed 1,500 teens and young adults.
Listen, I really just don't feel that way about Instagram. I think, honestly, if you have this fear of missing out and you see your friends posting these adventures that they're on, get up and go on an adventure. Nobody is stopping you from doing that. Move to where you want to move to. Do what you want to do. If you want to have an aesthetic on your Instagram, have an aesthetic. If you want to put that filter over your face to make your skin look good, do that, because I do that every single day. Like, I'm not denying that. But I think that, like, yes, you're showcasing what parts of you that you want to showcase on social media, but I also feel like that's the platform that it's for. I'm not going to post my bads. I'm going to go to my friends in real life and post my bads to them,
Yeah.
I think I understand this for teens and really impressionable children and stuff like that. I understand it, but I think if you kind of approach it with this mature attitude that it is social media, it's not going to affect you in your daily life. It's not going to affect your mental health. But I understand how teens would be impressionable on it.
Yeah, I think that it's a false reality, and the fact that it isn't taught about how it that is a thing. It's not always what's really going on with people. It makes it easier for that to affect. Yeah, it's a false reality. People only post what they do that's interesting. They don't post
Of course
the normal
not.
things that they do. But some people take that as real reality, and they never feel like it's good enough.
Listen,
It's an interesting thing to think about.
Wow, tell me how you really feel, Kristen. Wow.
See, I just post on Instagram with people, and that's all I do. That's all I do on Instagram. I don't take too much into it. But coming up on the morning app, I got a little bit of article about people in music just taking it too seriously. And later on, we got Would You Rather on 90.5 WASU.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Welcome back to the Morning App, and I will not participate in this next segment because I have a fiery, burning dislike. Won't say hate, but dislike for T Swift.
You know, I want to hear Josh's
That's like saying
reaction.
you don't you hate Christmas.
No, listen, I really dislike Taylor Swift as well.
Only friends.
Well,
What is this?
Okay, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Taylor now. I liked her before, but not
Thank
now.
you.
Not as
Old
much now.
Taylor Swift, Teardrops on My
Yes.
Guitar, Taylor Swift.
Well, I say
No.
1989
Amazing.
Taylor Swift was
No.
the best. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
And
Her last album
Red?
was good. Her last album was good. All right.
Country T Swift is the greatest.
I legitimately, I never liked her from the start, but my best friend does, so I support her dreams of loving Taylor Swift, and I support y'all's dreams of loving Taylor Swift, but
don't.
I will not
Or hating.
love Taylor Swift.
I think that T Swift is just really good at explaining how you're feeling about relationships and all that junk.
She's been in a lot.
Like,
so.
she gets
Like
in the
what
feels,
made
you know?
you-
Well, sometimes you need to just, like, he is the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. Like,
Again, great song.
Okay, that
Her
song's
new
a
stuff
banger.
is terrible.
That is a banger.
yeah,
I
but
will
look
admit.
what you made me do.
I
Calm
honestly-
down.
I just think she's awkward. She's
She
very
is.
awkward.
yeah,
Whenever
she
she's
owns
out in
it.
public, she's awkward. But,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people love Taylor Swift. That's the obvious. So many people are dedicated and loyal to Taylor Swift. So anything that happens to her, they're like, no, that's wrong. It's your fault. So check this out. In the UK, there's a store called HMV. And there were reports that they played Taylor Swift's new album 4 days before it came out, because I think it came out today or it comes out next week or something like that. But her album's coming out soon. And so basically what happened is they played it in the store because they probably had an early copy and they want some music to play in the store. So a lot of Taylor Swift fans took to Twitter to rant
Of
about
course they did.
them playing it early, because basically they leaked the album before it came out. So a lot of the diehard Swifties is what they call it.
I was about to say. I was about to
Okay,
ask.
that's brutal.
What's
That's
their
no
nickname?
bueno.
Their nickname is Swifties. And they were going on Twitter. One person said, "You made a big mistake. Swifties will end you." That goes for anyone else who tried to ruin Taylor Swift's hard work. Another person said, "You guys can choke." Every single one of you are
gosh.
evil people.
Okay, come on, that's ridiculous. This is just an album. This is just a song. It's not nothing new. It's this is ridiculous. But I will say, even though I don't like Taylor Swift, I don't like her music, I don't like her style, I just don't like her. I mean, I don't hate her, but I'm not a fan.
I said fiery dislike, not hate.
I just dislike, yeah. I can't get into it, but I will give her the credit. She has an amazing fan base, and she loves her fans.
Yeah.
That is very evident. She does a really good job with connecting with them, talking to them, and they support her 110%. So I give her credit for that. Like, she's really good at that type of celebrity style, I guess, is with her fans. You know?
It's crazy to think because, you know, Katy Perry, I think, is the most followed person on Twitter, and she has, like, a lot of fans, but none of them are, I think it's either her or, I think, Obama now, one of the two. I can't remember. One of them two are the most followed on Twitter. But Taylor Swift fans, they are by far the most dedicated fans I've ever seen. You know, out of football teams, out of soccer teams, out of everything. Like, Taylor Swift fans, you do something to Taylor Swift, you will hear it from everybody on Twitter. And it's just
They're so loyal.
outrageous. They're
Yeah.
dedicated. Don't mess with T Swift, because they're going to come at you hard.
Honestly, though, the store should not have played that album if it wasn't released yet. That was on them.
Unless they
I
had, like,
support that.
permission to do so. I think they had permission to be different, but I don't know if they did or not. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So if they got it early and just started playing it, that could be a legal issue too.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Easily.
Wait, didn't this happen to her before? People always put her information out way before they're supposed to, because her music video got put out before it was supposed to, way back on the song where she was like a psycho girlfriend.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Wait, all of her, doesn't she play that role in all of her music
Yeah,
videos?
but she like owned it in this music video. Like, she burned this guy's. It was a kind of interesting music video. I think it was
Yikes.
on 1989.
Yeah.
But yeah, they leaked her music video before, and she was upset.
Aw, poor
Heike.
T Swift.
Well,
I know.
people leak stuff all the time. Albums get leaked all the time. So I was surprised it didn't get leaked. So to say on the internet, it didn't get leaked, which was
That's
amazing. So somebody has some high tech security, because they were not letting that go easy.
Yeah, because she has like Kanye interrupting her on stage.
Yeah.
People let go of her videos. I mean, this
Yeah.
girl is just taking it, you know?
You're not wrong there.
Bless her soul. Yeah, but anyways, so I was also looking at the internet last night and found
Interweb.
what's new.
People of our generation don't do that. I don't know what you're
No,
talking
not at
about.
all. And I'm not one for online dating. I think it's weird. But they are saying that matchmaking websites are changing society. Is it for the worst or the best? I'm going to give you a guess.
Okay, I want to say it's for the best because I think that those matchmaking sites do a really good job of pairing people that are very compatible and that hopefully the divorce rate will go down. So I'm going to say for the better.
FarmersOnly.com.
Oh,
Christian
you
Mingle.
did not. Oh, I'm so done.
See, now for matchmaking sites, I would say for the best. But if it's just like Facebook or Twitter,
yeah.
then
For the
no.
worst.
That's for the worst. But if it's like matchmaking sites, I think those are a little bit more secure, and you can actually know who the person is before you meet them better than, obviously meeting in real life is the best way, but if you had to do it through a social media site like that, then that'd be the way to go.
Okay, I totally want to touch on that, but first I'm going to give you the answer.
Okay.
They're saying it's the worst, actually,
Really?
because you have so many choices, and it's just saying if they're not good enough, you can kick them to the side and go to the next. You don't even push through the barrier of not feeling it.
See, that's how I feel about sites like Tinder and Bumble. However, with matchmaking sites specifically, such as I really don't know any of them. I guess eHarmony might be one. But I feel like those are for people who are genuinely looking for someone. And I think that then they will be able to, I hope they won't have that attitude of, swipe, swipe, swipe. I don't know. They're not good enough. They're not my perfect man. I hope that they're genuinely looking for love and that they will see past those stigmas, I guess.
It's interesting because they talked specifically about Match.com on this one, and it was from an expert called Bella Gandhi, and she said that we're not as patient as we once were 10 to 20 years ago, and instead of having and giving another date a chance, we just blow them off for one of the other matches that are waiting for us. So it's the same with those websites. Isn't that crazy,
sad.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to people using matchmaking websites or whatever, Tinder and all that. Okay, but Tinder scares me, I'm not going to lie. But I don't like the fact that that's how it is now because you're not as patient and you give up so quick. And then I want to be able to meet the person in real life, I want one of those extravagant love stories. But yeah, I mean, I like that you have to be patient with it because that means that you genuinely want to get to know the person. You're not just wanting the
I do
object.
think too a lot of people our age are very impatient while they're waiting to meet that somebody. I think there's this stigma that you need to be in a relationship at such a young age, a serious relationship, nevertheless, and not alone, but also get married at such a young age. And I think that that's a ridiculous stigma. You cannot put a timeline on any relationship. Every single relationship is different, and I just think that you're impatient nowadays probably because of these sites. I guess so.
And it's crazy because she also talked about further down in the article that we get married, our generation gets married much later in life.
Later?
Isn't that crazy? Compared to the generations before us. Because if you hear, your parents will tell you to wait, right?
Yeah.
That's the new thing because they got married so early and they learned from that. So now we're like, okay, can do. And it's looked down upon if you get married super early. But in reality, it's totally different from what they were doing back then. So we're not as patient. We want to wait longer for something serious, which means we just have a swipe culture.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
So were our parents really that much more patient? Just saying.
I don't know, but find out next when we play Would You Rather here on the Morning App. You're listening to 90.5 WASU. And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
It is 8:34 a.m. on 90.5 WASU. Kind of a brisk morning. I mean, I have my scarf on, so Kristen, tell us, what is the weather looking like today?
Today will be a high of 46 and a low of 20. We are breaking this freezing temperature. I mean, we are in the winter time, guys. But hey, it's honestly a gorgeous day despite the temperature. It's going to be sunny all weekend. And honestly, this is when I thrive. This is my weather. I love this. It's not too cold, but it's not too hot, and it's sunny. It's beautiful.
Do you hear the Chicago in her voice coming out? Do you hear it? She's like, oh my God, it's the weather.
I'm so excited.
Cold weather brings out the nostalgia.
Well, along with the weather, I have something else you can be excited about. We got Would You Rather.
Woo woo.
Thank you. Thank you for the excitement, Kristen.
Just a little.
Let's go.
Okay. This one is for our previous conversation. Would you rather never use social media ever again, or never watch a TV show or movie ever again?
Ew, social media, screw that.
That I knew you'd say that, but I'm worried about Kristen here.
Oh, well, she doesn't watch
Honestly.
TV shows enough.
Yes, but the few she does, she really loves.
Yeah.
See?
Honestly, I would give up. But see, the social media aspect really helps me keep up with my friends abroad or my family across the United States. So, but honestly, I think I would say TV because it's a better escape for me than social media. You know?
So you're keeping TV and movies.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I can invest in storylines and character plots and stuff like that. But Instagram, you only see just a little bit of story from your friends, you know? So
Yeah.
I think I'd rather invest myself in. But I think it's also because of where I am. Like, I'm into the video and audio aspects of those productions. So I think I would choose that.
Wow, this is actually one of the tough ones because I like watching like Netflix and HBO Go and all that stuff, but I don't do it often enough as I used to. So most of the time I'm on social media every day. I don't watch TV every day. So I think I would keep social media.
I mean, but if you kept social media, you cannot binge watch any Marvel shows with me ever again.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's the bromance.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to
Josh,
keep the
I have to
bromance.
let it die.
You're breaking my heart.
Let it die. I'm sorry.
Here's the other thing about social media, too. I feel like if I got rid of it, I would try so much harder to keep up with my friends, you know? And I
Yeah.
wouldn't just text them when there's a life thing that happens. So, like, I'll scroll through Instagram and I see that they got married. I'll text them, hey, you know what? Congratulations, or something like that. Or I think I would just invest more in my friends, and I would have to check up on them more. I would be texting them more if I didn't have their social media updates, you know?
Right.
And doesn't that mean you'd have better friendships in general?
Probably, honestly.
And the quality would go up.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. That's why I'm not a big social media person in general. I don't like putting it all out there. I don't need to say what I'm doing every 5 seconds, but I do want to know what's going on in someone's life, and I do care about people a lot. So, but I'd rather do that in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I use social media every day. So, like, I don't watch TV every day. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Because that's something I use every day. And if I want to go see a performance, I'll go to a play.
I'll go to a play.
Yo, plays are the way to
Howie,
go.
have you ever been to a play?
I have, actually.
Oh, okay.
Willingly.
Name it.
I went to Avenue Q on campus.
Yes,
Last
okay.
year, actually. Okay, it's for a class, but I went to Avenue Q, all right? It was
That was
awesome.
not-
Okay,
what
but
was
having to go to Avenue Q for a class just in itself, if you know what Avenue Q is about,
It's awesome. It's so good. I recommend it.
quality.
I recommend.
All right. Next one. Would you rather have a dog with a cat's personality or a cat with a dog's personality?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to take this real quick because I thought about this all night. Not going to lie. And I have a dog that has a cat's personality. And sometimes it's really hard for me to understand him because I expect dogs to love me and need me, and he doesn't half the time. So I kind of want a cat with a dog's personality. But I love my dog, and I don't want to get rid of him.
Now, I have had a cat with a dog's personality. Our last cat actually had a dog's personality, and I can say that I would rather have a cat with a dog's personality than a dog with a cat because dogs are amazing, and if they had the cat's personality, I would not be happy with them. So to have a cat that was like a dog, it kind of filled the void of like not having a dog.
Yeah.
But it was also just weird and curious, and I was like, hey, what are you gonna do next? Like,
I'm in the same boat with both of you guys because the reason I love dogs is for their personality. I don't care about how they look. I like that they're adventurous and they're fun and they have a lot of energy, but they know when to cuddle. But cats, Cats, for some reason, just don't care about you. They don't care about humans. They just want to do their own thing. They're very independent, and I'm getting an animal because I want a companion, you know? So I would choose cat with a dog's personality any day.
Yeah, at first I was going to go dog with a cat personality, but then listen to y'all, I'm like, oh, no, y'all all right. Y'all got some we're all together on that one.
Okay, next one. Would you rather reverse one decision you make every day or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day?
I hate this question.
Oh.
I hate this one so much.
Stop time for 10 seconds. It's so easy. Why would I want to reverse my decisions?
Ooh.
My decisions help me learn.
Yeah.
Even if it's the wrong decision, it helped me learn in the end. I'd rather stop time for 10 seconds every day because you know that one moment when you're just like, wow, I really wish I could pause time right now.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Well, if you had the reverse, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If you reverse one decision, say something tragic happens to you that you could have changed had you gone back. Like maybe you're driving in your car somewhere and you like decide not to get in your car, but your friend does, and then something tragic happens. Like one decision, like you could have stopped them, like, you know, something like that. Yeah. Ooh. So see, that's the other side of it. Yeah, it makes you learn, but that would be absolutely terrible.
I don't know that that's realistic, though.
That's fair.
It happens every day.
I think that things do happen for a reason, though, which is unfortunate.
Okay, well, that's what I wanted to hear.
So I would be with her. I would pause 10 seconds.
Thank you, Howie, because that's in my boat. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it happens. Sadly, it happens, but it happens every day to everybody. So.
Okay. Thank you. Wow.
That's a tough one.
Howie, we're meant to be together.
Yeah, the bromance.
The bromance. Keep it fiery.
And talking about meant to be together, we have our relationship segment up next here on the Morning App.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU. 8:46 on this lovely Friday morning. Congratulations. Yes, you have made it to Friday. We have to say it every single day because it is hard. You know, getting to Friday is really, really tough, and congratulations. You have done it. Right now, we are talking all things relationships here on the morning app.
Oh, yes. Don't we just love relationships? We love love.
Gushy.
Ew.
Right? Do we love love?
Yes, we love love.
you know-
Okay,
You know
but
what I
that's
just
because you're in
realized?
a good committed
Look,
relationship.
you know what I just realized? For the first time, the only person on the show, actually, no, that actually happens on Monday, but
Yeah.
KK is the only one that is in a relationship today. That happens on Monday. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, so we're against you now. All the single people, we're against you.
Hey,
Dun, dun,
listen,
dun.
single
Hold
people
up.
and people in relationships should not be against each other. Everybody should be for each other all the time, no matter what.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
such a beautiful hippie phrase.
Thank you.
No,
She's a hippie, though.
if someone, it actually came up last night. If someone has something, if I need someone to do something, like, can I like bounce or can I go early? Like, I gotta hang out with my girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, go. Like, who am I to stop you from being with them? Like, hey, I'll
Depends on how
take your
often.
word to go hang out with them. Like,
Listen,
fine.
we all need to support each other, and I support you guys fully in finding somebody if that is what you want, and if that is not what you want, then I support that too.
Right, right.
Unless they are poopers.
unless they're
Yeah. Oh,
poopers.
I don't support you getting with somebody that I don't approve of. So
Well, whenever you do have a pooper that comes up every now and again,
They do. Don't you
sometimes
worry.
you need a little help to get over that person. This is for the ladies out there who are going through a breakup and their boyfriend was just dumb.
or
Just
anybody going through a
jerk.
breakup right now.
Yeah.
This applies to you. I'm
Hey,
sure.
but this is, I'm shout out the ladies, all right? Just let you know, like, I'm not a stupid jerk.
Howie
I'm
is
just
here.
saying.
Howie is here.
Why?
I'm just
Every
Slide into
relationship
DM.
segment, he has to say something.
I have to. I gotta shoot my shot. That's what I gotta do. But here are a couple of steps for you to getting over that stupid person that you dated before. The first step is cutting off all contact with your ex. Don't call, don't text, don't email, social media. Cut it off completely.
I fully support that one if you have already gotten, and even if you haven't gotten the answer, but if you need to talk to them, be like, hey, I need closure. Why did we break up? Something like that. And if you've had that, or he's not giving it to you, but you've tried, then cut off communication. But I do think that closure needs to happen.
Right.
But after that, block him on everything, girl.
Peace.
Yeah, I think that's very true. It's so much easier said than done, though, and I can speak from personal current experience
Right.
that is really hard to do. But I agree with Kristen because there's something about getting closure, and I think that's where I actually am right now is trying to get that closure and being like, okay, I just need to know the answer to this one question and be on your happy merry way.
But seriously though, if you have tried to get that question out of him or her and he is not giving it to you,
Give it up.
Give it up.
Give it up.
Seriously, don't keep trying because then
Yeah.
it's just gonna keep. You're just not gonna. You're gonna have a longer time to get over him or her.
And they're not worth it.
Not worth
They
it.
are not.
They're not worth it. They're an ex for a reason.
Exactly.
They're not worth it.
They're jerk. They're poop.
Well, don't you worry. 'Cause
What else do you do?
Step 2
Yeah.
is spending some time with your friends. Have, some ladies over, have the guys over, go
Yes.
have a movie night, chill out, eat ice cream together.
Literally my life tonight.
Because when I get out of breakup, I just play video games like normal.
Nothing changes in your life.
Nothing changes.
I think honestly, getting over a breakup, I would get lunch with a lot of friends that I haven't talked to in a while, and that really helped me.
Right.
Just reaching out beyond your normal friend group was important.
Right. And what's crazy is that in the third step is basically just realizing what went wrong in the relationship. Like, what was so bad about it? Why did you break up? And then kind of realize that and learn from that as you go forward in your life. So, step 3.
You break
Don't-
up for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't let that haunt you. Let it be a lesson for you. What
Yeah,
did you grow
don't
from
spend
it?
time like saying what can I do to fix it? Worrying about like what can you do to get yourself better from
Yeah.
that situation. So step number 4 is focus on the positive aspects of the breakup too. So like how you guys met and how just you work together at times.
Listen, most positive aspect to any relationship. More free time.
Yup.
You will have more free time to do specifically what you want to do with your friends. Focus on that. And if you are scared of the free time, and you're like, oh, this is too much time alone, I don't know what to do, I want to be back with that person, invest in your work. I think that is one of the best things that you can do after a relationship because you are just going to soar if you put in the time and effort to your homework, schoolwork, friendships. It's just going to get better.
Right.
Well, and I think it's a good idea to actually learn how to be alone with yourself. Like I've talked about this several times. Like, if you can, like, no one, not even family, no one, if you can just find alone time for yourself, I really think. What?
I'm so bad at that.
Oh, I know, but like,
I need to be
it's so
around
good.
people all the time. My roommate told me today, she was like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go out tonight." And I'm like, "No, don't leave me."
you need to learn how to be comfortable with yourself and your thoughts, because if you're just drowning in them all the time, like, you need to be comfortable with everything all the time. I was alone basically all summer long. It was nice, like, time to decompress and just think. And I like thinking.
Yeah, see, but when thinking, and your thoughts spiral down, that's when it gets really hard
Well, you gotta,
because
yeah,
it
learn from
dwindles.
that,
But
like-
I think what you're saying though is very true, because you need to be able to talk and process through it. I think there needs to be reality and a knowing thing that it will be hard though. I mean, that's a challenging thing to do, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong or bad.
Right. But don't worry, you have a lot of things you can do to help yourself out. Step number 5 is basically getting your mind off of the breakup after you focus on the pros and the cons of it. Go work out, go to the gym, and get a new membership there, go to the club, do something different, a hobby, video games. That's what I do.
Yeah, I throw myself into working out. Like,
Yeah.
it feels, I don't think about anything when I'm doing that, so.
Yeah, see.
I think
that's
about how
Josh does.
painful it is to work out.
Oh
Cycling.
no, you gotta feel yourself. Ooh, yes.
Kristen, you going to cycling?
No.
I wish.
She's never going back, I don't think.
No, I'm alone.
Another step, step number 6, is getting rid of everything in your home that reminds you of your ex, too. Like, if their jacket's still there, if there's pictures around, throw it out.
Unless it's comfortable.
She's like, keep that hoodie.
Jacket is nice.
Okay, keep the hoodie, but like everything else needs to go.
Nah,
See,
you
then,
can get rid of it.
then
too.
there's that girl that'll be like, "Oh my goodness, he sat on that couch. Burn the couch,"
Oh,
so
yeah.
don't go crazy with it.
No, that's perfectly fine. Burn it. Burn it all.
Go get some counseling if you're getting that upset. Just
Yeah.
get some counseling.
Yeah, but then when you're ready, which is step number 7, try to get back into the dating game. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an immediate thing. But whenever you're comfortable and you're ready with yourself, go for it. Go back into it.
Yeah, I think that definitely helps with getting over somebody else. Even if you're not going into date, you're just going into flirt or just meet people or have fun, that's fine too. It definitely does help to just interact with other guys in a manner that's flirtatious, or girls in a manner that's flirtatious, even if you aren't looking for something serious. Let them know that so you're not leading them on, but I think it's definitely helpful.
Yep, and step number 8 actually is if the problem persists, maybe talking to a therapist could help, or having somebody around will be good just to consult about that, because there are times where it's still lingering on for people and they just can't get over it, and it happens to people. So if you need somebody to talk to, just talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I definitely think, though, that we all have that one best friend that you're just like, why aren't you a therapist? You are a bottle of wisdom. And that's who I go to. I have my one go-to friend, maybe 2, who are just infinite wisdom. They will lay it on me straight. They'll tell me if I'm doing something bad. They're not afraid to tell me if I'm doing that, and they just know the words to say. Friendships are magical things. So you can find people like that.
Right, and that's awesome that you have people around you that can help you in a situation, because we've all been through breakups. All of us have been through it, and there's times you need somebody to talk to, and you don't know if you're gonna get over the hump ever, but you will, because we'll make it, just like we make it every week. It's a Friday, so it's just like that.
And we will be back Monday to start a new week with you guys here on the Morning App. Fresh start at 8 a.m. Monday morning. You've been listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.